The Innocence Project. The Innocence Project analyzes each DNA extraction to decide what variables contributed to the wrongful conviction and how the criminal equity system. Their mission is to free the staggering numbers of innocent people who remain incarcerated and to bring reform to the system responsible for their unjust imprisonment. This was founded in 1992. The Innocence Project has made an impact on forensic science by educating judges, attorneys, forensics experts, and others on obstacles of specific forensic methods and expressed to them to examine scientific evidence for accuracy and reliability. In May of 1978, an engaged couple was kidnapped from a gas station in Illinois. The bodies of the couple were found on the next day in a deserted townhouse in East Chicago Heights, presently known as Ford Heights. Both victims had endured being shot, and the female victim had been group raped. Keith Adams and 3 other men, who are known as the Ford Heights Four, were wrongly convicted of rape and double homicide. Adams was sentenced to 75 years in prison, and it took 18 years for DNA testing to exonerate him. Case information. Some types of forensic evidence that was used in this case was hair and serology. The types of evidence that were used at trial were eyewitness, forensic evidence, and informant. Case explained. A tip from a man named Charles who lived near the murder scene led to the arrest of the 4 men. On May 16th, after being held without legal counsel for 2 days by Cook County Sheriff's officers and prosecutors, Gary confessed to the grand jury that she had a disposable cigarette lighter burning while Adams, Rain, Jimerson, and Williams raped Shamal 7 times. She also stated that she saw Williams shoot both victims with a .38 caliber pistol. A month later, on June 19th, Gary recanted her story at a preliminary hearing, claiming that she had been drugged and that the police walked her around the crime scene and told her what to say. With the help from David Prossett, Rob Warden, and a team of journalist students from Northwestern University, the 4 men gained access to evidence for DNA testing. In 1996, DNA testing exonerated all 4 men and implicated 3 men, 2 of whom confessed and pleaded guilty to the crimes in 1997. They also discovered that the police had been tipped off to the identity of the actual perpetrators early on in the investigation, but did not pursue the lead. The DNA identified the real killers, brothers Dennis and Era Johnson and Arthur Robinson and Juan Rodriguez. Denise Johnson died of a drug overdose in 1993. And Johnson and Robinson pled guilty to the murders and were sentenced to life in prison. Rodriguez was convicted and got a new trial and was reconvicted. He was sentenced to 65 years in prison. Result and conclusion. And my Catholic quote was, "I can do all things through him who strengthens me."